so far. Despite the staff's efforts, the water test showed the hotel still needs serious work. And chef Patrick Rexhausen is under pressure as he prepares the first trial meal. 40 invited guests are waiting in eager anticipation to try out the first meal to be served up at the nhow hotel. The staff are working flat out in the kitchen, but at the moment the mood is still jovial. It's a big test for Patrick Rexhausen's young team. Just serving up the first course reveals a few problems.
Operational sequences, coordination, communication between the chefs, that's very important. The entire communication in the kitchen is key, just like in real life. I have a transmitter and receiver, and sometimes no communication also says something.
The guests are oblivious to the stress back in the kitchen. They seem to be enjoying the food. The group is made up of designers, musicians, media representatives, chefs, and friends of the company. Hotel director Alexander Dürr needs to be the perfect host. The evening is also a test run for him.
Things seem to have gone well, but I have to go home after 2 glasses of wine. I have an early start tomorrow. There's so much to do before we open.
The next day brings new problems. The hotel lobby is still a building site, and now a hole has appeared in the ceiling. Alexander Dürr wants to know what's going on.
Everyone has a different opinion. One wants it this way, the other that way. Some things were overlooked in the planning, and then you get problems like this.
What happened?
The ceiling was sealed off 6 weeks ago, not by us, that was a different contractor. But someone must have forgotten that a large lamp was supposed to go there. So we've had to take the ceiling out again. But there's no stress or pressure.
The philosophy of the new hotel is to incorporate as many local Berlin design elements as possible. Esther Perbrandt designed the uniforms for the bar personnel.
Don't film this part. He's just not that thin. No, he isn't.
I've gained weight.
It's a shirt within a shirt, made to measure like all the clothing for the hotel personnel.
We have 3 key themes in the hotel, one of which is fashion. So if a hotel claims to know something about fashion, you can't have staff wearing a uniform where there's something hanging down, or that doesn't really work. Like when you have a suit that's too big.
The building itself also has to be spick and span for the hotel opening. The head housekeeper, Stefan Prantl, removes the protective covering in the corridors.
That's much better.
The hotel has its own recording studio on the 8th floor, a flagship feature designed to draw custom. Things are behind schedule, but René Rennefeld from the Berlin Hansa Studios is upbeat. At least the centerpiece, the audio mixing desk, is in place. Meanwhile, 8 floors below, hotel director Alexander Dürr is making progress. The staff need to look perfect. Tailor-made uniforms aren't enough. He's now invited a professional makeup artist, Boris Entrup, to provide tips and training.
The foundation has to be right.
Wow, was ist das für Augen? Ja, das ist super.
You only need to do the base, not the tips.
It's interesting to see what women go through every morning. But to be honest, this is also a chance for me to relax.
But the break is soon over. Alexander Dürr has to get back to the builders. With just days to go until the hotel opens, he has to make sure that everything has been done correctly and well, and on schedule. At this stage, he has to monitor every part of the building project to make sure there are no unexpected problems.
Tomorrow we look at the rooms. There's not much time to get the rooms ready before the first guests arrive. I have to check whether everything has been installed correctly.
Next time on Countdown to Check-in, the pressure mounts for Alexander Dürr. Will the builders finish the rooms in time?